Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
As we wind up August, welcome to episode 13 of Conversations to Have with Your Advisor. Today we are going to be discussing about what to do when markets are at an all-time high. As you already know, Nifty is at 25,000 above levels, and this kind of brings two kinds of reactions from a lot of investors. One set where they are extremely bullish and they are looking forward to investing more, and it creates a lot of positive environment for them to be participating in the markets. But there are also a set of people who are a bit more bearish and more worried about whether this is the right time to be investing their money, and if they have liquidity, how to go about investing, and they are a bit on the fence about participating in the markets. So this would be a perfect time for you to be speaking to your advisor to understand what has happened in your portfolio and what you should be doing at this juncture.
Like you rightly mentioned, this is the perfect context for you to actually talk to your advisor, because the reaction to a market being at an all-time high can be quite diverse. For some people, it might encourage them to do more, and for some people, it might actually discourage them from participating in the market. So you might want to get into the details of what is driving this rally, right? So what are the factors that are pushing markets up? Then once you are a little bit more aware on those elements, you can talk about whether you think this rally is going to be sustainable or not, because largely that is going to drive your investment strategy. And lastly, it will also help you sort of set the right kind of return expectations, because a lot of times what tends to happen is when the market is doing really well, investors tend to anchor to a much higher return expectation and are often disappointed by the results that come following a market high.
So one thing to understand is that you need to look beyond just returns and past performance and how your portfolio has done. It's a lot more about understanding yourself and what you want for your portfolio as an individual. So it's important to look at things like how you want to be consistent in terms of participating in the markets and building your own personal portfolio, because a lot of time people can fall off track because your portfolio value is anyway increasing in a market like this. So you might become a bit more relaxed or more easy in terms of scaling up and adding more to your portfolio. So eventually you might not be participating, and this could kind of hurt you in the long run later. Second is also to revisit and reevaluate your own goals that you have set for yourself and see how close or farther away you are from achieving those. So the key is in terms of looking at your consistency and discipline in terms of participating at these market levels. And also you need to review your portfolio and look at booking profits. So go back to your portfolio, see the quality, see what you took as a rational while starting those investments, and see whether you're still sticking with them, and work with your advisor to understand what should be what you should be moving out of and book profits in, and how you can reinvest that money as well.
I really like the point that you brought up with respect to consistency and discipline, because I think one of the things that happens is this whole concept of falling off track, right? When you are at a market high, I think the reaction can be that, oh, like, my portfolio is doing well anyway, why do I need to contribute? And you talked a lot about that. But there are also people who sit on the fence because they think that, okay, the market is at an all-time high. I don't want to put in money now because what if it corrects? And I feel that also shows a lack of discipline, and there is a need to scale up when you have that money, right? There's a very interesting investment quote which says, the right time to invest is when you have the money. It's not about really what context you are in, because it's very difficult to predict how the context will evolve. So for example, if we rewind to 2023 and you looked at how equity markets were performing in the first 3 months of the year, you might have felt like this was going to be a very weak year for markets, right? And then you had FIIs come back as big buyers from the 4th and 5th month onwards. And you've had pretty much a dream run since then, because in 2024, DII buying has matched FII selling. So you've not really seen the market dip, even though there have been some diversity in terms of views. So the idea is that you want to be able to scale up at different points, while some level of concern is justified, right? because you are going to pay attention to valuation, you are going to pay attention to risks. It's not like the same strategies that worked before are going to work for you now. You can then look at changing your asset preferences. You can change the way that you deploy money. The idea is not that you stop saving or like hold on to cash and then time the market. The idea is that maybe instead of immediately putting things into the market, you do it in a more staggered and gradual manner, or you buy on dips. But like there needs to be a very clear strategy as to what is happening, and that again is something that your advisor should be guiding you on. And lastly, of course, if you've been cautionary in the market for the last few months, then it might be getting exhausting in terms of waiting it out. But the important thing is to be more patient and to keep that conversation going, because that's what's going to help you in achieving your next milestone. So we hope we've given you a nice productive template for you to interact with your advisor on, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.